Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. There are two ways of finding areas of triangles that we have not talked about before. Inshallah, that's what we shall do today. One way is if you're given two sides of a triangle. Now, these are non-right triangles, right? These are just average or non-right triangles. But both of these are special circumstances. One way is if you're given two sides of the triangle and the included angle. And then you can find the area of this triangle. The other way is if you're only given the sides of the triangle and you don't know anything about the angles. So if you, for example, if you want to find the area of this triangle, you would use the formula. Area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times height. In this case, the height would be the altitude from here going down straight over here like this, and that would be the height of this triangle. Let's call that h. Okay, so if you wanted to use the formula, you would say 1/2 the base. In this case, the base happens to be like here b, okay, times the height, which is over here h. Now that's the area of the triangle. But if you wanted to develop a formula where you could bypass this and just use what you're given, and in this case you're given this c and you're given b and you're given everything else is unknown, then you would recognize that the height you can write in terms of angle A. So then you can say sine of angle A, sine of this angle is opposite over the hypotenuse. Sine of angle A is h over c. And then you can solve this for h, and you get h is going to be c times sine of A. So that's h. So you can write h over here as c times sine of A. Then you can substitute that in this formula, so you get area of this triangle is going to be 1/2 the base times the height over here, which is c, times sine of the given angle A. So all we did here is we just developed a formula where you have two sides. Now these two sides could be any two sides, okay, but the angle is critical, and this angle has to be the included angle. So if you're given an included angle and two sides, you can find the area of the triangle with this formula: 1/2 b, one of the sides times the other side, and the sine of the included angle, and there you have that. So that's one formula. The other formula is when you're given only the sides of the triangle and you're asked to find the area of this triangle. Now, this is the famous Heron's formula, like this. And we won't prove this actually, but which is quite involved formula. And the formula looks like this. A is equal to the square root, okay, the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times the quantity s minus c. Then you have to understand what s is. S is the semi-perimeter, okay? Semi-perimeter means half the perimeter, which is A plus B plus C divided by 2, and that is S. So S is the semi-perimeter, okay? So you have to first find the semi-perimeter, and once you have the semi-perimeter, then you can use the Heron's formula to find the area of this triangle. And that the formula is area of this triangle is the square root of the entire thing, or square root of the semi-perimeter times the semi-perimeter minus A, semi-perimeter minus B, times semi-perimeter minus C. So these are two different formulas that, other than the usual, the most common basic formula, which is 1/2 the base times height for finding the areas of the triangles. These are just alternative formulas for things that you already know about. Inshallah, hope you appreciate that. Until next time, as-salatu was-salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Assalamu alaikum.